The Epcot International Food and Wine Festival has been running for more than a month now, and guests are still buzzing about it. With more than 35 global marketplaces, over 200 different food and drink options, and around 60 brand new dishes, 2025's edition has quickly become one of the most talked about festivals in recent years. The festival runs through late November, so there's still plenty of time to visit. And in this video, we're breaking down the highlights, the hits and misses, and the can't-miss bites that guests are raving about. Whether you're planning your first trip this year or just curious about what's worth your money, here's your complete overview of the 2025 Food and Wine Festival. One of the first booths guests will encounter is Earth Eats, and it's already drawing attention. The red wine braised short rib is rich and hearty, exactly the kind of dish you hope to see when you see braised on the menu. But the surprise here is actually dessert. The lemon poppy seed cake may look like a simple donut, but it's light, citrusy, and covered in just the right amount of glaze. Just a few steps further, Bramblewood Bites is leaning into fall flavor. Their cider brine pork tenderloin with apple slaw is tender, juicy, and brings that perfect balance of savory and tangy. For a lighter bite, the roasted Brussels sprouts tossed in pumpkin seed vinaigrette are simple but incredibly flavorful, turning a vegetable side into a dish worth seeking out. Forest and Field is quickly becoming one of the most talked about booths this year. The impossible chili served in a sourdough bread bowl is both filling and comforting. The bread itself soaks up every bit of chili, making it feel like a complete meal. And then there's the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, served in brown butter, sprinkled with hazelnuts, and finished with a few bright pomegranate seeds. It's a dish that perfectly captures the flavors of autumn. Inside the Odyssey Pavilion, the Brewing Lab is home to some of the most addictive snacks of the festival. The fried pickle spears are crisp, salty, and tangy, and they've built a reputation as one of the festival's true icons. For those with a sweet tooth, the Nitro Pumpkin Cheesecake Mousse is prepared right in front of you, frozen with liquid nitrogen and topped with pecans and caramel. It's cold, it's creamy, and on a hot Florida afternoon, it's exactly the kind of dessert that hits the spot. Of course, the real centerpiece of the festival is still the World Showcase. Each country offers its own spin, and some pavilions stand out more than others. Belgium keeps things simple but effective with their famous waffles, and the berries and cream version continues to be a crowd pleaser. Pair it with the Belgian beer flight, and the cherry red ale in particular feels refreshing and light. Over in Japan, the teriyaki chicken bun is back, soft and savory, while the new Wagyu beef donburi offers comfort and heartiness, even if it leans toward the simple side. Mexico rarely disappoints, and this year, the flauta de barbacoa might just be one of the best dishes in the entire festival. The tortilla is crisp, the beef inside is tender, and the salsa verde ties it all together with a burst of freshness. On the drinks menu, the strawberry pomegranate margarita balances sweetness with just enough smokiness from mezcal. France, as always, leans into indulgence. The escargot croissant bites are flaky and garlicky, while the beef bourguignon over mashed potatoes is rich, tender, and warming. Germany introduces a new dish this year, the onion Kuchen, which is essentially an onion tart with bacon and custard. It's hearty, it's heavy, and it pairs naturally with a German beer. Spain has been a mixed bag. The paella is watery and oily, a definite miss. But the almond flan redeems the booth with its smooth custard and nutty finish. Back in America, seafood takes center stage. The Gulf Coast seafood roll is stuffed with shrimp and lobster on a buttery toasted roll, and it's quickly become one of the surprise hits of the festival. There's also the New England pot roast slider, but it's the dessert that really shines here. The chocolate pudding cake, baked warm with a gooey molten center, has been a staple for years and still delivers. Not every booth hits the mark, though. China's Zhejiang noodles have been described as bland and forgettable, proving that even at Food and Wine, not every experiment is a success. Of course, it wouldn't be Epcot without over-the-top desserts. In the American Pavilion, the funnel cake stand is offering a huckleberry funnel cake piled high with ice cream and chocolate drizzle. It's messy, indulgent, and practically made for Instagram photos. The Alps Pavilion has introduced a cherry brandy almond cake, though reactions have been mixed. Some love its unique flavor, while others find it strange and overly tart. Inside the Land Pavilion, though, Remy steals the show with a strawberry cheesecake milkshake that's basically a dessert sampler in a cup. Topped with a cookie, a mini cheesecake, fresh fruit, and chocolate decorations, it's a drink that doubles as a photo opportunity. But this festival isn't just about food. The Eat to the Beat concert series is back, with a lineup that includes Boyz II Men, Smash Mouth, The Beach Boys, and Jordan Sparks, all performing live and included with park admission. For kids and collectors alike, there's also a Mille Fromage Montage, a cheese crawl where you collect stamps for sampling certain dishes and redeem them for a special treat. And of course, the merchandise is everywhere, with bright colors, hidden Mickey designs, and pass holder exclusives like mugs and trays. With so much to see and taste, the best strategy is pacing. Arriving early is key since lines at popular booths build fast. Sharing pallets lets you stretch both your appetite and your budget, and it gives you room to sample more dishes. Florida's weather can be unpredictable, so saving heavier dishes for the cooler evenings makes the experience a little easier. So, what dishes stand out above the rest this year? The cider brine pork tenderloin at Bramblewood Bites is a winner. The Impossible Chili Bread Bowl at Forest and Field feels like a meal in itself. The fried pickles at the Brewing Lab remain legendary. Mexico's flauta de barbacoa is as close to perfect as festival food gets. France's beef bourguignon is indulgent comfort food, and America's seafood roll is a new favorite. And for dessert, the nitro pumpkin cheesecake mousse is everything you want from a fall-inspired sweet treat. So, that's it, folks. The Epcot Food and Wine Festival 2025 is here till November. So grab your fork, bring your appetite, and see what flavors you'll discover. And if you'd like to see more such videos in your feed, click that bell icon down below. See you next time.